The quantum computer. It can be your virtual paradise or your own personal hell. When we downloaded, 500 years had passed. We lost our world, our loved ones, my little girl, our very selves.
Academy Award winner Brendan Fraser is one of the voices you will hear in The Downloaded 2, Ghosts in the Machine, and the man behind the book is with us today, our friend Robert J. Sawyer, among many things. So welcome. Good to see you again.
Hey, Jeff, wonderful to be back. Thank you.
And just to remind people, of course, an award-winning science fiction author, the person behind the television series Fast Forward, and as well, the writer in residence at the Canadian Light Source here in Saskatoon for a time. So it was nice to have you here in the Bridge City and in Saskatchewan.
I've got deep roots in the land of endless sky. I love Saskatchewan.
So let's talk about this book. We talked when The Downloaded first came out. Did you know when you were coming out, when you were writing The Downloaded, that there might be a sequel?
I had no idea there would be a demand for a sequel. And in fact, had I known, I would not have painted myself into several corners that I did paint myself into, particularly in the final scene of the original The Downloaded. It took many, many weeks of banging my head against the wall to come up with answers to devise a sequel. But the early reviews are saying The Downloaded 2 is even better than the original. So I think I pulled a rabbit out of the hat with that one, Jeff.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. You're a man of many talents. Let's talk about the sort of The Downloaded one, just to recap for people, sort of set a new, I'll say, precedent or a new wrinkle in releasing a book, because it came out first as an audio book, and the same thing is happening with The Downloaded 2.
Yes, Audible approached me and said, look, we want to expand our list of major Canadian properties that we have. And they asked me to write something originally for them. I said, well, I'm a novelist. I'm going to write a novel, and you can have it for 6 months in advance of it coming out. And so we came to that deal. And then they asked me, who did I want to have narrate it? And I, pie in the sky, said Brendan Fraser, and they said, done. So we got Brendan both for The Downloaded and The Downloaded 2.
Now, you say you got Brendan for this. I don't know what the process was like. It's interesting. He does have a Saskatchewan connection. In fact, his dad used to work in this very newsroom many years ago. But were there any interesting negotiations, or did you just simply ask and he said yes?
Only about how many zeros would go on the figure at the check. But yes, he was delighted to reprise the narrator's role in Downloaded 2. He loves the material, and he is such a wonderful guy and a great performer. It was just a thrill to be working with him again.
When you write a novel, are you sitting it down, I'm only focusing on this, or do you have other things on the go?
So I sometimes have some nonfiction articles and so forth, but I really, this bald-headed brain of mine can only hold all the elements of a single book at one time. It's a big juggling act enough to do a single book.
Always great to talk to you, and people can find the Audible book obviously on Audible, and where will they eventually be able to find the hard copy?
The print book will be out in May of next year across Canada. Your favorite bookstore, you'll be able to get it, no problem. The Downloaded 2, Ghosts in the Machine, by me, Robert J. Sawyer.
All right, that's great. Thanks so much for your time today.
Cheers, my friend.